Buckle up your pant legs, zip up your hats, plaid up your vestments, and strike, 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 jump, strike, 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 jump, glide. It's time for Sounds About Light, a podcast about Kingdom Hearts, Melody of Memory, and also some trailers. I'm Sam.
I'm Drew.
We're going to be doing this whole episode necro dancer style to the beat of a metronome.
Well, you talk about there being a rhythm game, but I didn't see any.
No, it turns out that the rhythm game of Melody of Memory is wholly unrelated to the one cutscene that we get in Melody of Memory.
You beat Melody of Memory and it gives you access to the DVD menu of the little movie in there.
Yeah. I assume that you didn't even bother watching the recap.
I know what happened in Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah. I watched the whole recap because I was like, it's told from Kairi's perspective. What if we get some Kairi perspective? But there's no such thing.
It's just a slideshow?
It's literally just like Kairi will be like, and then Sora left the Destiny Islands to search for Riku and me. He met Donald and Goofy. And it's like, even stuff that Kairi is directly involved in, there's no like editorializing whatsoever. It's so matter of fact. It's so neutral and objective. Real missed opportunity considering this is literally a game from Kairi's perspective.
Yeah. I mean, at least she gets to do some stuff here in these final cutscenes.
Yeah, until Sora takes over. You know, the disrespect for Kairi.
Unreal.
Also, I feel like we've been disrespecting all of our listeners because, you know, I just watched the full recap of the entire series. They did the whole thing in 26 minutes. What have we been doing?
Well, they didn't do Donald Duck voice once, probably, in that recap.
Not in the recap. Throughout the games, yes.
Yeah, not in the recap. And I think our podcast is still shorter than playing all those games.
There did need to be a moment where Kairi was like, and then Sora met Donald, who talked like this.
And then she did a perfect Donald Duck voice, putting us to shame.
Yeah. And then I'm like, fuck!
Yeah. Well, it's actually...
I'm never going to get the job. Allison Stoner's next in line. Shit!
It's actually part of the Mark of Mastery exam. It's harder than hitting the balls, probably.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, the concept of this game, for the game part, is that this is... Limit Cut mentioned that Kairi was in a brain chair in Ansem's lab. For a whole year, she gets put to sleep, and they study her memories to try to see if they can find any lead on where Sora might have gone. Which they do and they don't, which is kind of funny. But the game is just playing Kingdom Hearts music. There's a little mini game where Sora runs around and hits enemies and stuff to the beat. But we don't care about that. We care about 1 year of gameplay later, and it does take 1 year of real time to play through the whole game. Kairi finds herself in the final world for the actual plot of the game to happen.
How did she end up here? Just like through her memories?
So, I think that I don't know.
Because she doesn't have the power of waking, because she's not a Keyblade Master.
No, it happened at the end of Limit Cut with the Yozora stuff that we saw that Kairi, while asleep in the chair, like, sort of dreams of Sora in the final world, ? Well, I think, Chirithy says that sleep and death cross over and the final world is kind of in the realm of sleep, sort of.
Well,
so maybe it was that she ran out of recap to do, and then this was just, now you're just asleep normal.
I wasn't even clear if she's in the real final world or not either, because she's kind of also delved into her memories and comes across a piece of her memories, it would appear.
She is in the final world in a sleepy version, which, from what Chirithy said in Kingdom Hearts 3, I think it is the final world. I think you can get here in your dreams.
It's pretty wild to think that you can get to the afterlife in your dreams.
Yep.
And
but, if you're really sleeping,
yeah, because
you'll find your way.
Other stories, would be like, oh, you can talk to, like, maybe people who have died or whatever in your dreams. It's pretty wild to think, like, no, I'm straight up transported to the afterlife in my dream.
Yeah, when you sleep so good on my Casper mattress, I feel like I'm Casper because I died.
That's why they call it that.
That's right. When you sleep so good, you have unfinished business and end up in purgatory.
You become a little star floating around in the sky.
Yeah, I wish Casper was a little star. I wish Casper was in Kingdom Hearts. Kairi looks at her reflection in the water because if we remember the final world, it's all just like super reflective water that you walk around on, and then a blue sky with clouds. Kairi looks at the ground, which is water, and sees her reflection, and then she gets dizzy, and she has a dizzy headache flashback to the day that Radiant Garden was invaded by Heartless, when little Kairi runs through the town square avoiding shadows. She runs up to the castle gates, but they're locked, and she's trapped. But then, apprentice Xehanort walks up behind her, just through the Heartless, and just grabs her.
Yeah, this is wild. I didn't see any of this coming.
He's a creepy guy, it has to be said.
Yeah. I think that here at the end of everything, I'm going to say something controversial, which is Xehanort's not a very good dude.
I've seen him do a lot of things, but grabbing a kid, putting her in a pod. Oh, he does put her in one of the lifeboats.
Yeah, right.
Remember all the way back in Kingdom Hearts 1, when Sora in the End of the World sees the Radiant Garden lifeboat room?
Yeah, this raises a lot of questions.
It's funny because when I actually played this game, the levels themselves, you're kind of like, you're running on like a music track thing, and you kind of go through like almost like a diorama of scenes. There's nothing like happening. You're just running through like kind of a reshaped sort of loop of different game worlds. And when I was playing this, I was playing a song that plays in Hollow Bastion, and you're like running through the castle and through the like water parts outside, and then you turn a corner and you're in a lifeboat room, which I did not remember was in Kingdom Hearts 1, and I had to pause the game to be like, what the hell?
It is cool. I mean, part of me thinks that was just something that they thought was like a fun art asset in Kingdom Hearts 1 that they later decided was a thing. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't think they had this story yet in Kingdom Hearts 1.
I don't know. It's just, they leave it hanging for a very long time is what I'll say. I don't know, and I also don't know how much I care whether it was all planned out, but my god, is it wild to see the Hollow Bastion, Radiant Garden, whatever.
I mean, I guess it's
lifeboat room.
I guess it is possible that like they had a big outline, but I just don't think, based on the way those games were made, it feels like they probably didn't get an outline of a larger story until they were greenlit for a sequel.
I guess the one thing that I'll say is that we do know in Kingdom Hearts 1 that Kairi is from Hollow Bastion and appeared on the Destiny Islands one day. So at the very least, the lifeboat room was probably how they always imagined that she was transported there.
Right. Not that it's a thing that accelerates your heart to light speed and sends you to the future.
Well, those are the broken ones. These ones are just normal.
Oh, right. Okay. So you think these are ones that work, that just send you to a different world?
Presumably. I mean, yeah, Kairi, when she's in the Destiny Islands, she doesn't remember Radiant Garden, but, she was very little, so it is possible that she just straight up normal doesn't remember it.
Because I got scared of some other ideas, which is that that she came from a data world and was sent to the real world in these lifeboats.
Oh, no.
And so she's a pure data character that's been around this whole time. Or that
video game.
Or that, yeah, she was actually from I guess we know she's not from the distant past because Akko met her as a kid. But she could have been sent to the future and then came back or something. I don't know. It scares me.
She came from the distant past. That's why she always wants to hear the story from her grandma, who is also herself.
Right.
Because she's like, wow, I remember that.
It's like Netflix is dark.
Haven't seen it.
Oh.
I'll take your word for it.
Okay, well, yeah.
I think there's a character with a raincoat.
Yep, that's all you need to know.
All right. Don't have to watch it. So yeah, Xehanort apprentice, Terra Xehanort guy, puts Kairi in one of the Radiant Garden lifeboats in the Radiant Garden lifeboat room, and he tells her that this world is going to be engulfed in darkness soon, and if she truly is a Princess of Heart, then her heart will resonate with that of a Keyblade wielder. And he says that he intends to follow this connection to that wielder's world, and that will be their only hope. He's being pretty vague. I think, is he saying, I'm going to trace you to the Destiny Islands so that when I take my heart out, I can send my Heartless there to be a waypoint for my past self.
I think that is what he's saying. I think it's
That's so nuts.
he wants to find a Keyblade wielder somewhere. And the thing I wonder is, was it Riku's heart or Sora's heart that brought him there?
I suppose it doesn't necessarily matter, but I think it probably would have been Riku's heart.
Probably, yeah.
Because he was supposed to get the Keyblade original, quote unquote, whatever that means.
Right.
He tells Kairi that there are countless other worlds outside this one, and that fate will guide her to the world where she is meant to be. And then he says, and I quote, very enigmatic, "However, if you arrive in a world that's neither of light nor darkness, but somewhere on the other side, your task will be far from easy. If that happens, you must abandon your search. We have failed." And then he blasts her off to the Destiny Islands.
Or so we assume.
Yeah, I guess I'm assuming. She does end up there.
Yeah.
Kairi comes out of this flashback, and the crystal flower thing that was her heart in Remind is now floating in front of her to be a MacGuffin for some gameplay that we don't see. So we don't really need to talk about that.
Oh, okay, because I was assuming that maybe... I thought she just ran across, like, a portion of her heart, because your memories are linked to your heart, and so I thought this was her finding a memory, but physicalized.
Yeah, I don't know how much we're supposed to care about this, because this is where we leave the cutscene, and then, yeah, you have to, like, fly around and play, like, Simple and Clean and stuff.
Okay.
Collect fragments or whatever.
Great song.
But yeah, so after some gameplay that's not our concern, a black coat guy appears, and he reveals himself to be Old Man Xehanort. It's very strange to see him in the black coat.
Yeah, because Old Man Xehanort never wore the black coat, right?
I think this is the only time we've ever seen Old Man Xehanort wearing it.
Yeah.
Which is funny considering that I think it's literally for the purpose of 2 seconds of suspense.
Yeah. Although for those 2 seconds, I was like, "Oh, who is it?"
Yeah, and then he takes off his hood, and you go, "Oh, okay."
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's
Great.
Xehanort. Hey, Xehanort.
Hey, Xehanort. Hey, I remember you from Dark Road.
Kind of.
Yeah, obviously there's a question here of who is this actually? Like, is Xehanort out there in some form, like, connecting to Kairi's dreams? Is this, like, Kairi's memories of Xehanort? Is this data? I think this is just Kairi's memories. I think her subconscious is doing some shenanigans here.
I think it's, like, possibly a fragment of his heart in her memories. That's what I think. Because I think it actually posed real danger.
Yeah, and, I mean, also, she is, well, Sora shows up, and I think we are meant to believe that that is actually Sora.
Yeah, like part of his heart also reaching out to hers.
Yeah, there's connections, hearts, and things like that. But yeah, she's like, "Oh, you're Xehanort. I'm going to kill you." And she says, like, "I don't know if you're a memory or an illusion or what, but I'm going to kill you." And Xehanort's just kind of like, "Ha ha ha ha. Well, you know, I did kill you to trick Sora into erasing himself from existence, so that's fair."
You got me. I owe you one.
She attacks Xehanort, and he, like, catches her Keyblade in his hand and, like, swings her around and goes like, "Yen Sid trained you well."
Right, yeah, I love the, like, he still kicks her ass, but he's like, "Wow, you are great, but I'm Xehanort, so good luck."
Yeah, she does the thing that I think Sora did this to Roxas in Kingdom Hearts 2, when Roxas was, like, blocking his Keyblade, and Sora then, like, dispels it and resummons it to get a surprise attack in. She does that to Xehanort, which is, it's always a cool trick. It doesn't really work in this instance, but really cool trick.
Yeah, not at all.
Unfortunately, the fact of the matter is Kairi is just not strong enough to defeat Xehanort, because she's maybe 15% of a character.
What if a boy was here?
If only there was a boy here who could do it for her. Oh my god, look at that. It's Sora has literally overridden Kairi. I mean, this is genuinely insulting.
It's really nuts they couldn't give Kairi a win over a memory of Xehanort.
I know. Literally, she, like, as if by instinct, blocks his attack with the Kingdom Key, and then the camera, like, cuts, and suddenly Kairi is Sora now, and it's as if Kairi is riding around in a Sora mech, and Xehanort is like, aha, Sora is here. But Sora doesn't say anything, and Xehanort says, as I suspected, your voice can't reach us from where you are. Now I'm certain of where your heart is. Which, again, I think we are meant to believe that this is actually Sora.
Charitably, this is the reason that Sora takes over her body, so that you can learn this little fact. But
sure,
but
that is charitable.
But also, we've seen people's like hearts just showed up and helped fight. He could have just shown up and fought alongside her or something, which would have been slightly less
wouldn't
insulting.
That be a fun callback to Remind that we just played?
It'd be less insulting, still a little insulting, but then he could be like unable to speak, and then that would give you the same thing.
Sora took the keys to Kairi and was like, "Don't worry, I'll get you out of this."
Yeah. What if a boy was in charge?
Anyway, boss fight time. It's a rhythm game. Sora defeats Xehanort, and the final fragment of the crystal flower that we skipped over pops out, and Sora disappears, and Kairi says, "Thank you, Sora. I could never. I'm just a weak little girl, and I don't even know how to use a keyblade." She doesn't say that. Xehanort begins flickering like a glitchy hologram, because data is the only thing we know.
Everything's data if you think about it.
I guess it is.
Our memory's data?
Although, to be fair, she is in like a computer chair that is like computerologically scanning her brain.
Yeah, fair enough, yeah.
So the Xehanort says, like, "Do you remember what I said when I sent you away from your world? Those words hold the answer you seek." This is where he says straight up, like, the me that you're fighting is merely a product of your own heart. So, as congratulations for your boyfriend beating me in a fight, I will give you your answer. And he turns into Xemnas. Okay. And he turns into Ansem, Seeker of Darkness. Okay. And he turns into a stinky brown bag. Stop.
The stinky brown bag is so funny looking. It shouldn't. We should never have seen it in this resolution.
I can see every individual thread of burlap.
And, like, it's funny because I think in Kingdom Hearts 1, it's, like, a little creepy, you know? Like, I think just being lower res, I could maybe use my imagination a little bit more. But it's, like, this thing is, like, small, but it looks, I don't know, it looks too clean. I don't know. It's bad. I think this looks really silly and is a good argument for, like, art style over, like, high res and good graphics.
Yeah, it's like you're looking at Ansem, Seeker of Darkness's like pores on his 8-pack, and then suddenly you get this big like cartoon bag.
Yeah,
it's just a little
it's
weird. It's weird. I did like to see him though. And then he becomes Apprentice Xehanort, and he reminds her what he said about the other side, and Kairi still doesn't get it. She wakes up, and she catches... Or I think we're meant to believe that Ansem, Ienzo, and Evan have been like watching this on the monitor or whatever, and they're kind of pondering what he could have meant, what could he have meant by the other side, what could he have meant of where Sora's heart is. You know, they're like, well, normally the other side, we would just assume they must mean the realm of darkness, but Xehanort explicitly said something to the effect of Sora not being there. I can't remember what it was. I don't think I wrote that down, but he did say it.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was Apprentice Xehanort when he said not somewhere not ruled by light or darkness. That's what it was. So he can't be in the realm of darkness.
No.
So Ansem says, if it's not the other side from our realm, it must be the other side of something larger than that, our reality. Could he be in a fictional world? Perhaps the world of a cool-looking game called Verum Rex?
Could it be in Final Fantasy Versus 13?
Could it be an upcoming video game that they're actually planning on making for real?
Maybe.
So Riku shows up at this point. He's coming back from playing as Data Sora in the Limit Cut episode, so he's got the news about the fairy godmother and the dreams that he's been having with the city with the buildings. He and Kairi are happy to see each other. She's been asleep for a year. That being said, they will never pass the Sora Bechdel test. They immediately start talking about Sora and his role in their lives.
Yeah, there should be a different test for how long characters in Kingdom Hearts can go without talking about Sora.
The fairy, I loved this. This is such a funny moment as the fairy godmother like pops up out of a little puff of smoke in Ansem's lab, and everyone's like, "Whoa!" And she says something that I just think is so charming, where she's like, "Oh, forgive me. Magic can be a bit of a surprise when you're not expecting it."
Ooh, I could kill you all.
I just think that's such a fun moment of the like Disney intersecting with the Final Fantasy of it all.
Yeah, no. I mean, it is always... You've talked about it before, about how there is this feeling in these games that, like, Merlin, Fairy Godmother, the Genie are so much more powerful than almost anybody else, and for some reason don't really do a whole lot with that.
Yeah, well, they're kind of like Gandalf, they're not really supposed to get involved.
Oh, they're an angel?
Yes, she's an angel. I've always said that about the Fairy Godmother.
Yeah. Anyway, she likes to be very cryptic, though, and is very cryptic for this whole scene.
Yeah, although, to be fair, she doles out the information by the end.
Right.
She's just having fun. She says... What does she say? She says they need to find 3 keys to find Sora, which I do think is... This is such a weird framing of this, because she basically says, we need 3 keys, and we already have 2 of them, so great.
Yeah, game's almost over. We can't really make you play much more.
Yeah, the 3 keys to Sora are Riku's dreams and Kairi's memories. So they kind of catch up about what they've learned about Kairi's memories. And Riku tells them about his dream and the city with the tall buildings. They kind of wonder, could that be the fictional world? Ansem kind of elaborates on this concept of the other side. It's basically saying it can't be light, darkness, in between, memories, data, or dreams. It has to be something entirely external to our world. And Kairi says, can Yen Sid help us? And the fairy godmother says, of course not. He did that once and he can never do it again.
And I'm sorry, they think this just because otherwise somebody's heart would be able to find Sora's heart. Is that why they're so sure it has to be somewhere else?
Kind of. I mean, we know that Terra, Aqua, and Ventus have been searching the Realm of Darkness already. We know that they've been doing a lot of searching the Datascape. We kind of assume that the people in Twilight Town have been searching the Realm Between. Yen Sid is also in the Realm Between. I think we know Mickey, Donald, and Goofy have been going around the worlds in the Realm of Light. So I think that this clue from Xehanort that there is another side, I think is like the last piece of the like, okay, we thought that we just needed to look harder, but it really is starting to seem like he's just not here. But he is somewhere, is the crucial thing. So the fairy godmother says the 3rd key is someone with a strong will and a precious dream from a missable cutscene in Kingdom Hearts 3.
They do this so much. It's so crazy. Make the stuff that's important be important.
Right. Like, I don't think that I knew about this character until after playing Kingdom Hearts 3.
And I suppose you didn't need to actually know. You learn everything you need to know right here.
Yeah, kind of, except that when we meet her, she does say, like, oh, I talked to Sora.
Right, which is that's them basically being like, oh, if you didn't see this thing, this is what happened.
Yeah, just know that she talked to Sora. So the fairy godmother teleports them to the final world, and Kairi, whose only experience of this place was in the dream where it was completely empty, is like, well, what are we going to do here? It's there's no one here. But the fairy godmother says, if you really look, there are millions of dead people who can't move on.
Yeah, which is really sad. I don't know. I mean, we still only we only know a fraction about this afterlife. We know that you go here if you can't move on. We know that you can be resurrected. Is there a 3rd thing?
I guess just the sleep thing.
Right. Okay, sure.
And that Chirithy lived here for a while but doesn't anymore.
Right.
So yeah, the fairy godmother says these stars, they're like kind of glittery. They're really hard to see, but they look pretty cool. They're like stars made of stars, and she explains that they are strong hearts of people who died, and she should be around here somewhere. And they find her, and I want to commend them on a few things here. Number one, I don't know how they managed to convey with just like a glittery floating star the way that she like nervously backs away from them when they show up. I thought that was kind of impressive that they managed to get that across.
Well, it's kind of just Na'vi from, Legend of Zelda.
A little bit. She asks them like, "Oh, do I know you?" They introduce themselves. And the star says like, "Oh, I met someone else recently who came to this world but could retain his appearance." Sora, obviously.
Sora, yep.
And the fairy godmother explains to their surprise that this girl is from the unreality, the other side. And she says that her form was taken from her, but she managed to find her way here anyway. She can't return to her own world, or her heart would be stolen. And at this point, I was like, oh, they like know each other? But no, the girl is very surprised that the fairy godmother knows all of this, but says, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, she's just her fairy godmother, so she knows stuff about her.
I suppose so.
Yeah.
The fairy godmother says, I would love to use my magic to change you back if I could, but while you're in this form, that's just not possible. But I promise that we will make your dream come true very soon. And the other thing that I wanted to commend them on in this scene is the very unsure way that this Final Fantasy coded voice actor says like, "My dream come true?" I think that we've got three types of characters here. We've got Kairi and Riku, who are like in the middle. They're from the Kingdom Hearts world. They've met the Disney people. They've met the Final Fantasy people. They're the middle ground. They're a little bit more cynical, but they're also they're not as saccharine, but they're also like hearts and light. We love it. Yay, dreams. And then we've got the fairy godmother, who is like pure and cheerful and warm and sincere. And then we have the star girl, who seems to have come from a somewhat grim Final Fantasy world and is not really sure how to react to the fairy godmother going, "Bibbidi bobbidi boo, dreams!"
Right. Yeah, that stuff hasn't been in Final Fantasy for a minute.
Yeah. So, yeah, I really like this. She's like, she clearly like wants to believe what they're saying, but is also like really not on the same level as they are, just being so blunt about we will make your dreams come true. I think it's a very good performance in what little we get of it.
So are we supposed to believe that, or are we supposed to think that the afterlife, like all worlds go to the same afterlife, or did she end up in this afterlife on accident?
The way it feels to me is I think that we are supposed to be like, how did she get here? This is not her world.
Okay.
As we all know, when Final Fantasy characters die, they go to...
I don't know.
Something Final Fantasy X. I don't remember. I was hoping you would remember.
Well, they turn into the Pyreflies, and...
They turn into Pyreflies, and you send them by doing a little dance.
Send them somewhere. Yeah, I don't remember. Oh, yeah. That place. I think that's just Final Fantasy X, though.
Sure. But it's the only one that I can think of that really deals with the afterlife to any degree.
Fair enough.
Granted, I haven't played that much of them, all told. Anyway, where are we? So Riku says something to the effect of like, yeah, we want to help you, especially if it'll lead us to Sora. And the Star Girl is like, oh, Sora? That was the guy that I met. He told me not to give up. Is he in trouble? And Riku says, yeah, that's our friend. He disappeared. Do you know a city full of tall buildings? And she says, I mean, the only city that I can think of is Quadratum, which means square.
Right.
Do you get it?
Oh, I do. Yeah, I do get it.
Yay! Square! It's square! He's in Quadratum Enix.
Quadratum Soft.
Come to think of it, I'm kind of surprised that there hasn't been a nobody named Enix.
Yeah, or they'd be Xenix, because they need an extra X.
True. So Riku uses his Keyblade to open a Dream Drop Distance Xehanort spiky pink orb portal from the star, which we have to imagine will take him to Verum Rex. And the fairy godmother says, "This is as much as I can do. I can't break containment or this whole thing would get shut down by corporate. I leave the rest to you, Riku." And Kairi says, "Me too." And Riku says, "Come on."
Oh, what are you getting at here? I'm sorry. I think I missed something.
It really feels like they're making fun of everybody who wants Kairi to have anything to do. Because
oh, yeah,
Kairi
right.
says, "I'll come with you." And Riku's like, and Kairi says, "Yeah, I know. I want to go with you, but I know I can't."
Yeah, it's that thing where they're like, "Oh, well, she's not strong enough." I'm like, "Well, just make her strong enough then." Put her in the hyperbolic.
Right, she trained in the hyperbolic time chamber. She could have trained for any amount of time.
Yeah. I don't know. Have Riku put his memories into her or something. I don't give a shit. Just let her come.
Here's what I'll say.
Okay.
Because we'll come back to this in a little bit, that Kairi is going to continue her training, but properly. And I think that if they handle it correctly, they have the opportunity, if they're interested, to bring Kairi up to speed in a way that would be way more satisfying than just doing it off screen and having her show up and be like, "Hi, I'm Kairi, I'm a Keyblade Master." Well, so if they want to, it could be good. But that's been true the whole time.
Yeah, and this does come down to, I think it's definitely a big difference in between like what American audiences want and what Japanese audiences want. Because if this was an American franchise, we would have already had the Kairi game where you play as her and she gets. I think that it feels that way.
I think you're probably right.
It's the same. It's the same way like everybody was hoping Tears of the Kingdom you would actually play as Zelda for the first time, and then that definitely didn't happen. Even though that would have been pretty satisfying narratively. And I kind of, because to me, if Kingdom Hearts 4 was at least half a game about Kairi doing all she could to, bring Sora back, that'd be a cool game, but I just don't think that's what they're not going to do that. It's going to be Sora and maybe Riku.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to expect. They're definitely setting up the idea that between games, Kairi is going to... Well, we'll come back to this.
Okay.
I'll just say for now, the potential is there. I just don't know if they're planning on doing anything with it. As far as this moment goes, I still think that this isn't even a well-executed version of this. And it does make me doubt that they even know that there's a problem, because I think it would have been less offensive if Kairi was, feeling conflicted and she's like, I want to go with you, Riku, but I need to train more. It's the fact that she says, "I'm gonna go," and Riku's like, "No, you're not," and Kairi's like, "Yeah, I know."
Yeah, it stinks, and they might not really. I agree, they might not think it's a problem. I think that part of me feels like if they didn't want Kairi to do stuff, she should have never been a Keyblade wielder to begin with, and there's something more. If being a Princess of Heart meant something different, meant your role was different and your power in the world was different, then I could maybe accept it. She has an important role, but it isn't fighting. That could have been cool too. But
and we have Aqua to be a Keyblade Master. Sure, they clearly know that the interest is there for there to be a Keyblade Master woman that is cool and has stuff to do.
Yeah,
and Kairi, I think it really speaks to how badly they've fumbled Kairi over and over and over, that she is a Princess of Heart who is also a Keyblade wielder. She should be one of the most interesting characters in the world.
Well, and we're supposed to understand that a lot of your power comes from the light in your heart and all that stuff. So if she should be really powerful, probably.
Yeah, and I think that she is. She just doesn't know how to use a Keyblade baseball bat to hit people with.
Yeah, maybe they should have had her train with someone other than Axel.
Axel and Merlin.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna get to that, fortunately.
True. Yeah.
Kairi says, as a hopeful Kingdom Hearts 4 will be good sequel hook, she says, "I'm gonna finish my training and then I will come and join you and Sora in the other world." And I say, I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah, by joining you in this other world, she'll show up in the after credits cutscene and say, "What did I miss?"
God. Riku uses his Keyblade to connect to the portal, and he turns into a beam of light and he blasts off into the sky. Crackpot corner.
Okay.
Yozora comes from a universe which we have seen is the universe that Verum Rex is in.
Yes.
But I think that we have enough little subtle hints to indicate that he might come from a sort of splintered world of worlds in the same way that Sora does. There's the stuff where he's got little like Keyblade looking patches on his jacket. The other thing that I was gonna say, and then the third thing. The fact that he's Yozora, he's Night Sky, he's edgy Sora, suggests to me that it is some kind of parallel world, not just a completely different world.
Yeah,
and
I buy that.
I wonder if this unreality could contain Square Enix worlds in the same way that Sora's universe contains Disney worlds.
Well, it sort of made me wonder. I was like, especially her being in this afterlife, I was like, are we going to learn that all the Final Fantasy looking humans actually all come from this fake world originally?
Well, you're getting ahead of me.
Okay. That's what I think's happening.
When that's fine. When Sora meets Yozora, Yozora questions his and Sora's appearance because Sora sees him as himself with Kingdom Hearts character design and character textures and models and stuff. Yozora says he's surprised to see Sora. He says, "You're Sora?" Because in the world that he is from, Sora is a character in the video game Kingdom Hearts that looks different to him. That's thing number one.
Okay.
Thing number two, yes, the Final Fantasy characters crossed over from the Quadratum universe. We've been led to believe that they were all originally from Radiant Garden, but around the time of Birth by Sleep, they all arrived there because Cloud straight up says in Kingdom Hearts 2, when the town is under attack by Heartless and the organization, he says he doesn't care what happens to this town. He hasn't been here very long. He arrived here, and then he left and started going to be edgy somewhere else when he was looking for Sephiroth.
Right.
As for Titus, Waka, and Selphie, I don't know what's going on there. Don't worry about it.
All right.
But yeah, at Kingdom Hearts 4, we're going to go to Balam Garden, and we're going to meet Quistis.
I buy it, sure.
Cool. Zell will also be there, but nobody really cares about Zell.
No.
Do you think I'm right?
I think I think so. I mean, I think it would make a lot of sense if Kingdom Hearts 4 was a game about exploring Final Fantasy. Like, if you made, because that would be a kind of a fun idea of traveling around and interacting between all the Final Fantasies,
It's definitely wishful thinking.
Yeah.
I'm going to be sad if Sora in Kingdom Hearts 4 is in Quadratum and then they somehow find him and bring him back to Disney Worlds and he doesn't go anywhere else.
Yeah, I suppose it kind of depends on how much it matters for the next major Kingdom Hearts game to sell the newest.
That's right. If Disney is having a bit of a lull, then we might get a really good Kingdom Hearts 4. But if they're putting out a new Frozen movie, then I think we're in trouble.
Yeah. Yeah, it is funny how much this series... We've talked about it. I think it's made better by the weird entangling of properties and the creative things that makes you try to do, but also it sure hems you in a lot of ways.
Yeah, I miss when it didn't.
Yeah.
Before Disney realized what they had on their hands, when they were like, yeah, you can put Tarzan in it, whatever.
No one's going to play this game, probably. Uh-oh.
Nope. Kairi goes to the mysterious tower to explain everything to Yen, Sid, Mickey, Donald, and Goofy. Mickey, we know him. He's an impetuous little man. He immediately tries to run out the door to go after Riku, but Donald and Goofy literally tackle him to the ground to stop him.
That was really funny. The Mickey, no, let me go. They're all on top.
No, I have to fight Riku. I have to save Riku. Let me go.
He loves Riku so much, which I do like.
That's his little guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yensid tells Mickey to calm down, and I don't know if you noticed, I think that they weren't really paying enough attention when they did this cutscene, because Mickey, we love to see very sad renderings of Mickey Mouse, and we get a really sad Mickey, and then we cut to a shot of Kairi with Mickey standing next to her, and he's back to his normal gigantic smile immediately.
Well, he can't help it. He's got resting smile face.
That's right. Yensid says, if even Xehanort's apprentice form mentioned it, then Xehanort must have known of this other reality for a long time. And Mickey says, well, who else could we talk to about it now that Xehanort is truly gone for real, definitely for sure? And Yensid says, well, when I was a Keyblade Master, it was known that the ancient masters crossed into another world at one point. Oh, okay. Fine.
Is that supposed to be the dandelions going into the data world, though?
I think he said the ancient masters. I think he's talking about the foretellers.
Oh, the foretellers, where they went. Okay, yeah, true. Okay.
Yeah, and we don't know what happens to them after the Keyblade War and before being summoned at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3. So we have no idea where they went. But apparently the general belief is that they left this reality altogether. Maybe? I don't know.
Okay.
So he says that Xehanort must have learned something about what happened to them after the Keyblade War, and that must be how he knows what he knows. So he said, this is something that I think is kind of funny, is that he's like, for now, the top priority is we need to talk to our allies in Radiant Garden, the Land of Departure, and Twilight Town to let them know that they can stop looking for Sora.
Call off the search.
Call off the search. We're, like, pretty sure that he's in another universe, so, like, just stop. Don't even bother. Even though Kyrie's searching for him is how we got this lead, we're pretty sure that there's no point anymore.
And honestly, like, the budget's just gone way.
Ansem has been, like, renting out the castle.
We're already gonna have to cut like benefits for Vexen and stuff, so like we really can't do this anymore.
We had to cut the Radiant Garden sparkling budget, which is why it hasn't done that since Kingdom Hearts 2.
It's expensive to look for.
Yeah. This is where Yensid says, so Kyrie, do you want to go back to studying under Merlin? And Kyrie says, no. Now that Master Aqua is back, I think that I should study under an actual Keyblade Master and not just some old weird guy.
I think that's a good call.
And Yensid says, that's a good idea. So Kyrie... Oh, well, okay, the scene's almost over. Yensid tells Mickey to look into the connection between this reality and the Ancient Masters, and he says, you'll begin your search in the world of Scala ad Kylum. Kingdom Hearts, an oath to return. That's the end of Melody of Memory.
I like that.
So we've got some...
I like the idea of Mickey being in Scala ad Kylum. I hope... It gives me hope that you get to maybe play Mickey in Scala ad Kylum. That'd be neat.
It gives me hope that Mickey is going to dig up Erd's grave or something.
Who are these? These no one cares.
Mickey's going to be digging up all the graves, and it's going to be like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. What? There's no Broggy.
Oh no.
Yeah, we've got some interesting things. I don't know how much of them obviously are going to be in game and how many of them are going to happen off screen between games. But yeah, Mickey, Donald, and Goofy are going to go to explore Scala ad Kylum, which is bizarre to think about. Kyrie's going to be going to the Land of Departure to train under Aqua. These are cool ideas. I'm into it.
Yeah. And Riku's going to use the power of waking to go to Quadratum.
Yeah.
I did have a note that it's crazy how much the power of waking keeps getting used for something that has been so poorly explained up to this point.
Yeah, I wrote it down, but I didn't bring it up because when I see the power of waking, I just don't like to look at it. What did the fairy godmother say Okay, the fairy godmother told Riku that she can open a path that Sora and Riku can traverse back to their world using the power of waking.
Yeah, which, like, the power of waking has been said at one point to be using hearts to traverse worlds, right? Or traversing hearts to reach worlds? Is that what it was?
The trouble is, it was one of those, and he was very emphatic that it's not the other one, but I don't remember which it was.
I think it's traverse hearts to reach worlds.
I don't remember. I didn't fully understand either of them.
And I guess it's that, like, what I feel like they're implying is they're using the connection between this person and Sora's heart and her connection to that world to there.
I think that makes enough sense. I don't know how it necessarily fits with what I thought the power of waking was, but what else is new?
It really is just like, I wish... it's okay if they don't want to explain the magic all the time. The problem is giving it a big name and then using it for a bunch of stuff and then still never really making it consistent or do anything, Like, again, if it was just, like, more nebulous heart magic, I'd be way more cool with it. If Riku just said, like, oh, okay, you've given me an impression of where that place is, and he pointed his Keyblade and it blasted him off, that would be more okay to me if it was just like, I just needed to get my heart coordinates right to get over to Sora, I don't know.
Which is weird because I feel like something that has been so defining of the world of Kingdom Hearts for so long is that there are 100 different ways to do everything. Like, if you want to get between worlds, you can use the lanes between. You can use a corridor of darkness. You can use a gummy ship. You can do, like, weird character-specific, like, teleportation magic, like the Fairy Godmother has. Like, there's so many ways to do the same thing, depending on who you are and, like, what kind of abilities you have. It is weird that it feels like once they came up with the power of waking, it kind of has filled this role of, like, all-purpose hearts and worlds magic that kind of does whatever, but also there are incredibly strict rules of nature about what you can't use it for.
Yeah, I don't like it. I wish they would just come up with something or explain it.
Yeah, I mean, we do know that they love to go back and explain things, so maybe we'll get a really clear explanation for it in Kingdom Hearts 4.
Yeah, well, they'll be like, they weren't actually using the power of waking, it was this other thing. They thought they were using
now
it,
that,
but they were using...
Now that sounds like something they would do.
Yeah.
Well, that's Melody of Memory. We have 2 missing Link trailers. Should we just talk about those one after the other?
Sure. Stomp. Clap. Stomp. Clap.
Yeah, I do like the stomp, clap, hey of it.
I wasn't prepared for the stomp, clap.
It's kind of a fun remix of Dearly Beloved, to be honest.
It is. It made me think I was about to see maybe some arena sports or something. That's not it. It's just a fun remix.
Well, you're about to see the sport of pedestrianism as you walk around outside.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we've got some. It's a trailer, so it's a little janky to talk about, but yeah, I've got like each line of narration and what plays out with it written down. So we have a narration that I believe the Kingdom Hearts community have decoded a weird little, like, puzzle that Kingdom Hearts social media posted that indicates that the guy talking is Sigurd, who was the person who welcomed Brain to Scala at Kylum.
Yep, I remember that guy, the Bloodborne guy.
Which does kind of make sense in context. So the narration goes, light and darkness brought about the beginning, and hearts nurtured it. We see a black coat guy walk through Scala at Kylum at night. He pulls out the no-name Keyblade and covers the eye. Suspicious.
Yeah.
Life was passed down time and time again until the land was filled with thriving people. We see a blonde guy dressed like a Bloodborne hunter in white looking up at the statue of Ephemer. It's generally assumed that this is Dennis.
Oh, okay. Like a reincarnated Dennis?
Yeah, because Dennis did tell us at the end of Dark Road that he lived his second life in Scala at Kylum, so we're kind of assuming that it's the same player character reincarnated.
That would make some sense. Okay.
This is a city of light and darkness, dreams and distortion, the remembered and the forgotten, Scala at Kylum. We hear a lot about distortion in these narrations, which is a new premise. Maybe that'll explain the specific circumstances of them fighting Heartless in this game.
It's a way of making like the way in which stories sometimes are inconsistent into a thing in the world.
It's also distorted in that what? A little gotcha sticker JPEG of Simba, but he doesn't exist yet. Dennis touches his ear like he's receiving a message on an earpiece, and he pulls out his Keyblade. Here, people gathered to be part of a whole in societies that sprawled and branched like veins through the city. This is where we, I believe, see... I think this is where they reveal the trailer shifting into portrait mode.
Yeah, uh-huh.
And we see him running around in a very alpha-looking little GPS city.
Yeah, it doesn't look great. I have to assume the final product will look a little better.
Yeah, I've seen some of the beta footage. It does look quite a lot better than this.
Okay, cool.
We see the player fighting Heartless in the city. We see them fighting Heartless in what looks like maybe Tangled World. And another place that looks kind of unfamiliar, maybe the Realm of Darkness, not super clear. Maybe some new stuff. That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm. But you're also running around like in the... Is that the next trailer where you actually see it like overlaid on like real places and stuff?
It's one of them.
Okay.
I don't remember.
Okay, yeah.
But you said that it doesn't look very good. Here's something that looks very good. The night you awoke in this world, the stars shone contorted in the pitch black sky, and it's Brain.
Brain's here. Woo!
It's a 3D rendered Brain.
Yeah, I could probably see what his emotions are in this version of Brain.
It's such an odd feeling. Maybe it's Stockholm syndrome. I see Brain and I'm hooting and hollering.
Brain's good. Brain was consistently good. Even though he showed up and his name was Brain and he was a Fedora
Name's
guy,
Brain.
And I thought he was maybe going to be one of the worst characters ever. It turns out pretty good.
He's pretty good. And also his Chirithy wears a fedora.
Yeah, that's great.
That is the end of the announcement trailer. We've also got a teaser trailer that came out a little while ago.
Mm-hmm.
I said a little while ago because I know that there are Kingdom Hearts fans who would get very mad to hear me downplaying just how long it's been.
Well, I think who knows when anything will come out anymore, frankly.
Yeah. Apologies to the Kingdom Hearts Why is Missing Link Missing titled YouTube video 10-minute industrial complex. I just don't think it's that big a deal.
No.
The narration of this one, I think it's some of the same lines, just like slightly differently translated, but on the night you open your eyes in this world, the stars, beautifully distorted, rained down from the pitch black sky. This is interesting because I don't think it was entirely clear from the way they described it at the end of the first trailer, but the stars raining down from the pitch black sky, that's the meteor showers that represent the barriers being broken by the Heartless.
It's true.
So Scala at Kylum seemingly under attack, which, makes sense. We do see the player fighting Heartless. We see the player character from the trailer doing a dive to the heart. His stained glass shows Ephemer, Skull, Chirithy, and the Foretellers, all but confirming that this is indeed Dennis 2. Presumably this is the character creation. Is why you're doing this.
Oh, sure. That makes sense.
We get some dialogue in this one from various characters, which is fun.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody says, "We were searching the coastline where the falling star was observed," and we see the player unconscious on the ground outside the city, which kind of implies that the second Dennis was not born in Scala ad Kylum. It seems like they appeared in Scala ad Kylum.
Yeah, he, fell out of the sky, I guess.
The voice calls him a drifter. We see a section of the city being built up with heavy machinery. Now we get some characters. Here we go. As two women in unison say, "You must turn them over to the founders if they're uncooperative." And we see in that moment the player walking towards some kind of gate, maybe a gate out of Scala ad Kylum, and on either side of it are identical women wearing the same outfit but one blue and one red. Now it's a Final Fantasy game.
Here we go.
Here we go. This is Scub and Gub.
Buck and Scub.
I can't wait to meet them.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to meet fucking shit. Another character says, "I think I have just the right mission to test that heart of yours." And we see the player floating through a portal. The Society's Keyblade wielders, this is a new phrase that comes up once or twice, the Societies. Mm-hmm. The Society's Keyblade wielders travel to the Astral Plane, new concept, to defeat Heartless. The Astral Plane is a world connecting existence and non-existence, also known as a GPS map of your town.
Yeah.
Now, this is interesting. The character who said that line, we actually see her talking, which we don't really see of any other characters, I think, in the trailer. It's a girl with gray hair, and her hair clips resemble a Roman numeral 4.
Right.
And the reason I bring this up is that Strelitzia has hair clips that resemble an X and an I for number 11, Laurium. 4 is Evan. Could this be an ancestor? Is this like Evan's great-great-grandma or something?
Could be.
She didn't have bad face, but maybe that came in somewhere down the line.
That's like his dad's side of the family, grandpa's side of the family.
Yeah. We hear kind of an asshole-sounding voice say, "You do realize you should have informed the founders first." those are characters, I guess. We see Dennis 2 and a cool-looking guy with red hair look at a dark portal opening up in the sky and a dark side popping out. Ah! And then red hair guy, I assume, says, "Didn't think we were here for any old distortion. Which one's the Calamitous Star?"
I'm assuming that makes you the Calamitous.
Maybe, or the Calamitous Star could be an antagonist or something.
Yeah, a Heartless.
Yeah, also, if we're really doing this guy has red hair, so this is Lee's grandpa. Someone says, "A rusty Keyblade. Mind if I take a look?" We do see that the player is wielding like a shitty-looking old Keyblade. I wonder if we're supposed to think that it's... I mean, we know that Keyblades are like associated with a person's heart. Maybe Dennis is using his same Keyblade.
Yeah, he got all shitty over the years.
Yeah, but I'm sure that with a lot of gacha pulls, we'll get it very shiny and sparkly until it looks horrible.
Yes, that's the thing, is that compared to modern Keyblade wielders, Dennis has put like so much shit into his Keyblade with the bangles and everything else. It's got to be a lot stronger than a regular Keyblade, even Rusty.
A rusty bangle. Mind if I take a look?
The Rusty bangle, now that's for harvesting darkness and lights. Got the power of both bangles.
It's going to be more important than ever before. The next line is, "These fragments of memories from other worlds are precious to us. Societies are always trying to keep each other from getting their hands on them." Now, I have two theories about this. First of all, I think that they have revealed that the fragments of memories refer to Disney JPEGs that you use to fight.
I think that's right.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I wonder if the societies could be them doing unions again and trying to have you fight to grind your way to the top of the leaderboard through whaling.
Oh, that would make a lot of sense, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want that to be the case. But it's a mobile game, it's got to make its money somehow, so...
Does it? But yeah, probably.
God forbid you just buy the game and then play it.
What if I paid, I don't know, $15?
That would be so great. Hey, you know what? Depending on how much game there is and how much story there is, I would be okay paying maybe up to like $25 for this Kingdom Hearts game.
Yeah, but if I do that, you don't show me a single goddamn microtransaction if I pay that much.
But how would they make their money?
Oh.
This is a city of light and darkness, dreams and distortion, the metropolis of Scala ad Caelum. We see the player exploring Scala ad Caelum in the daytime and the nighttime. Once again, I am starting to wonder if all this time I've spent wondering about why Scala ad Caelum looks gray sometimes and white other times is maybe just because there's a day-night cycle.
It has weather.
Good for them. Kingdom Hearts doesn't usually have that.
True.
The player also, they then see a door in their Dive to the Heart, and they unlock it with the Rusty Keyblade. This is very similar to something that we saw Sora do in Kingdom Hearts 1 in his tutorial. I assume this is literally just footage of a tutorial cutscene. And so the curtains rise and the story begins, the story of the blank era, one that will eventually be forgotten when we take the game off of the mobile app store. The final shot of the trailer is Brain looking up at the gigantic tower in the center of the city as a shooting star passes overhead. Love to see him.
All right, I've got a crackpot corner.
Please, let's hear it.
So I think the missing link is referring to the missing link between the fictional worlds and the real world, or the world of Kingdom Hearts. And they talked about how you're going to the astral plane, and then the astral plane appears just to be our Earth, I think, pretty much. And if you think about it, the thing that connects Kingdom Hearts, the intermediary medium between Kingdom Hearts world and, say, Final Fantasy is the planet Earth. So
that's true. They both exist in our world.
Yeah, right. You you can access both from our world. So the astral plane is our planet, and that is the missing link between where Quadratum is and where Kingdom Hearts is.
All of these angry Kingdom Hearts fans, like, where's Missing Link? Where's Missing Link? You're Missing Link.
Yeah, you're Missing Link. You're in it.
You're Sora's grandpa. Congrats.
Yeah.
That's cool. I like that. I think that we will be going to... That's going to be it. Sora goes to Quadratum in Kingdom Hearts 4, and then in Kingdom Hearts 7, Sora's going to pop out of the TV. They just have to wait till the technology.
Yeah, they'll use AI and one of Elon Musk's robots to make a horrible little Sora amble around your apartment.
Never mind. I don't like Kingdom Hearts anymore.
Yeah, it's bad.
Well, let's go back in time to when I did like Kingdom Hearts.
Okay.
And even though I'm not excited for where this series is going
think
anymore. Let's see if I can get excited for Kingdom Hearts 4.
I think you can use the power of waking to do that.
I just need to reset my heart.
Yeah.
Or whatever it does.
Mm-hmm.
It says we are in the Lost Master arc, which is exciting. The first, I think, 13 games have been the Dark Seeker arc, and now we're in the Lost Master arc. A voice that, again, I think is supposed to be Sigurd says, if this isn't the... I shouldn't say that. I think that Sigurd is in Missing Link. I don't know if it's the same voice. Don't quote me on that. If this isn't the ending you desired, if it brings you despair, then leave this world for another. Your options are endless. We see a modern-looking apartment building in Japan, Quadratum, with these sort of black, spooky particles swirling into the air, combining into a big ball. The heart resides within the soul, which in turn is guided by fate to its rightful place. The choice is yours once more. We see some shots that people think is supposed to be Endor. We see the chessboard. And a Final Fantasy-ass anime Sora wakes up on a couch in an apartment. The doorbell rings. He opens it. And it's fucking Strelitzia.
I didn't realize that's who that was, because she's not a little chibi person.
Oh, you're realizing just now that this is Strelitzia.
Yeah, I don't know why I would... Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, that is Strelitzia.
Okay.
Imagine watching this trailer and not knowing, just having no idea that's a character, just be like, oh, it's some girl from this world, I guess.
I don't have to imagine. That's what I thought was going on.
At least you know who Strelitzia is.
That's true. I do know. Now that you've said that, I understand what's happening a little bit.
Just thinking about the people who definitely exist who only play the numbered games being like, oh wow, Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer. Oh, okay, that's some new character, I guess. And then someone being like, no, that's Laurium's sister. What?
Who?
You know Laurium, Marluxia? Who? Oh, Marluxia, that was the boss in Tangled World.
The guy that
Well, he wasn't the boss in Tangled. He kind of was just in Tangled World, just like being creepy. Yeah, he was actually the boss of a different game.
What now? There were more?
Also, he was like one of the presidents in the ancient times. Anyway, that's his sister. She's dead.
She's dead, or not. I think
You remember Ventus, who looks like Roxas from the Kingdom Hearts 2 intro? Yeah, he killed her.
Well, he didn't kill her. A big black darkness in his heart killed her, but, it's kind of like...
You know Vanitas? He was one of the bosses? That was him. Maybe. Kind of. Anyway, Strelitzia is here. She says, you've been asleep since you arrived in this world 7 days ago. She takes him out to the balcony and says, this is Quadratum. It's a world full of life, but for you and I, it's similar to an afterworld, I suppose. Again, they are dead. I guess Sora is not dead in the same way, but he's kind of dead.
Mm-hmm.
We see some New Donk City-ass humans.
We sure do.
A man in the middle of the city looks up from his phone to see the big ball of darkness in the sky. People start filming it and running away at the same time as it turns into a Final Fantasy-style dark side. It's a very scary dark side.
It's dark side that kind of looks like it's kind of got behemoth head.
A little bit, and it starts grabbing cars and buses. And Sora runs toward it. He summons his Keyblade. He reaches it using flow motion to do parkour. And Keyblade transformations are back. He turns his Keyblade into a big drill and blasts it in the chest. And the camera pans up a skyscraper where two black coat guys are watching the fight.
I was interested that there were two black coat guys here, because I think we knew previously, at least Master of Masters was here, but maybe there are more Lost
We saw the
Masters
Master
here.
of Masters doing heart hands at the moon.
Yeah, but apparently he's not alone here.
He's not. And if my theory is correct, this is Lushu.
Lushu or Xehanort.
Oh no. Get him out of here. Let him die.
No.
Put him in heaven.
No. Well, part of him went to heaven.
Definitely not that.
Part of him went to heaven, I guess, and then the other part is here.
A little more narration. If you do leave this world behind, don't expect to return to the one from which you came. In other words, you can't go back to Disney worlds, but feel free to leave Quadratum and explore the Final Fantasy worlds. You're going to love it.
And maybe Star Wars, I guess.
And maybe Star Wars is also here. We see Donald and Goofy walking through a dark cave, and they say, I wonder where he is. I don't know, but I sure hope he can help. And a blue flame appears behind them, and a voice says, where do you think you're going? And the flame turns red and angry, and they scream, and it's probably Hades.
That's such a bizarre reveal, by the way.
It is, to the point that I it didn't even occur to me that it was Hades, because I was like, why? Well, why would that be how the trailer ends?
Yeah, why would you have to look for Hades? He's just around.
Yeah. But I assume that what we're meant to understand is that Donald and Goofy, while I guess Mickey went to Scala ad Caelum alone? Question mark? Donald and Goofy are looking for Hades because they think that Sora might just be in hell.
I think that's right, yeah. And then they got killed by Hades.
Yeah. I like their Japanese voices. I think I'm going to play the sub version from now on.
They're fun, yeah.
Like it was meant to be played. Kingdom Hearts. It's getting weird again.
Yeah. Well, because I think we're fully in the Nomura zone now. Like,
I think so. I think he's definitely in his zone.
Yeah, because all he really wants to do is make Final Fantasy Versus 13, and if he has to make it in Kingdom Hearts, by God, he's going to make it in Kingdom Hearts.
Verum Rex is going to be a mod of Kingdom Hearts 4.
Maybe. Might just be the game that comes out between games.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's explicitly said this. I think what he has said is that after Kingdom Hearts 3, he had to decide, do I want to make Kingdom Hearts 4 next, or do I want to make Verum Rex? And he has said he decided to make Kingdom Hearts 4. I don't know if we're supposed to believe that means he is going to make Verum Rex for sure, or if he's going to, like, fold it into Kingdom Hearts, but, I mean, he's already done that.
He's gonna do it.
He's gonna do it. I'm excited. It's getting pretty wild.
Yeah, I think that... Yeah, it's good. I kind of wish that the first arc had a more satisfying ending, maybe.
Mm-hmm. I get that.
But it is definitely, it's definitely... Well, and that's the thing. That's why Xehanort better be fucking dead, because I just want it to be something new, that we're dealing with.
I want the next game to open... Utada Hikaru sings us into the game as we pan across an extreme close-up on Xehanort's skeleton.
We see Xehanort's soul firmly in hell. I think, but the stuff that makes me nervous is that Melody of Memory makes it very, 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 very clear that Xehanort wanted Sora to go to the fictional world. And
well, Xehanort, what he was saying was, I hope that Kairi doesn't go there.
No, but he wanted Sora to go. Like, he played his hand to force Sora to break the taboo to get him there.
Oh, yes, I see what you're saying. Yes.
Yeah, and so it's clear.
Sorry, for some reason I was unclear which Xehanort you were talking about.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. So, like, he really wanted him to go there, and the thing that worries me is, like, does he want Sora there so he can follow Sora's heart there, or what,
I mean... That Dark Road thing, he said there needs to be a 14th Xehanort to explore the new world. That little bit of art that people were fixated on of Xehanort smiling with an umbrella in Japan. I don't know.
Yeah.
Honestly, the idea that future Kingdom Hearts games could feature, like, young Xehanort as if he, like, branched off from his existence in Dark Road and now he's just joining the gang. I don't hate it. It's ridiculous, but I don't hate it.
I don't know. We'll see how I feel.
We'll see. I'm cautiously optimistic because they're in an interesting spot where they've wrapped up so many plot threads from the first saga, but they also have so many weird questions hanging over everything, and I think they did a very good job introducing new stories while wrapping up old ones, because I'm so curious what the Master is going to do.
Me too.
And that he's Demyx. I'm very curious that he's Demyx.
Or he's Demyx's brother.
Or he's Demyx's brother. Shall we... for the last time for now, dive to the wiki?
Yeah, let's do it.
I found one of the stupidest things I've ever found.
That's good to hear.
This is ostensibly a Kingdom Hearts walkthrough.
Okay.
Let me just give you an example of what I mean before I link you to what I'm about to link you to.
Okay.
Here is part 2 of the walkthrough. What the... wow. Sora and Kairi have a chat about Sora's dream. Okay. Sora and Kairi chats a bit more. Riku then appears and talks about a raft. Now a race? This place is lively. Now talk to Kairi. Okay, 2 cloths, 2 logs, 1 cloth, 1 rope. Let's find them. Go to the wood house on your right to save first. Now, supplies time. So we've got someone who's writing a walkthrough, but in a bit of a silly way, with a little bit of like authorial voice.
Next, it's going to say, "They fly now."
Now that's part 2 of the walkthrough.
Okay, that was the whole thing?
No, that's how it was written for part 2.
Okay.
Let's jump ahead and see how this person was vibing by the time they got to part 9.
Okay, so we're looking at walkthrough, Kingdom Hearts / Legend Aqua, one word, but with a capital A in Aqua, / part 9.
Yes, Legend Aqua is the author, if that wasn't obvious.
Oh, okay.
So just go ahead and start reading. Read as much as you feel like.
Okay. Now go to your right side of the gummy route. Now, while you're there, is that a giant... No way! L.A., we were just eaten by a huge whale, yes? Production
staff says, yeah.
L.A., is this in the script?
Shrugs.
Don't just shrug, get us out of here! Anyways, let's continue, eh? What the heck? Sora's past memories? Okay. Interesting. There's so many ellipses, by the way, in here. They're like octoellipses at this point. There's a lot of periods in there. Sora wakes up and sees, Pinocchio with a gummy? What the? You're gonna have a whale of a time here. Oh, so this is just describing Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, this is a walkthrough.
Okay.
And that, by the way, is a broken link to the Monstro World logo.
Okay.
Just so everyone knows.
Okay. All right, let's see. Yeah, okay, I'll keep going from here. Swim your way to the boat on your right. We now see Geppetto and Pinocchio. Sora and the gang introduce themselves to Geppetto and talks about the gummy. Geppetto talks about Pinocchio until...
We've had 3 different spellings of Geppetto already.
It's true. Until Pinocchio runs off after him. Save up and go to where Pinocchio is heading. What are you doing? Riku? Huh? Hey, Riku! Okay, so now... Oh, so L.A. is Legend Aqua.
Yeah.
Like a cruel angel, young boy, become the legend. A blue wind is now knocking at the door to your heart, and yet you are merely gazing at me and smiling. Something gently touching. You're so intent on seeking it out that you can't even see your fate yet with such innocent eyes. But someday I think you'll find out. What's on your back are wings that are heading for the far-off future. The cruel angel's thesis will soon take flight through the window, with surging hot pathos if you betray your memories. Embracing this sky, brackets, universe, and shining young boy become the legend. Hey, wait, production staff, you screw up again! I wasn't supposed to say that, you baka, production staff! L.A. wails on half of the production staff. What did I say? Oh my god. What did I say before in the previous section? Take me seriously, damn it! This ain't the Late Show with David Letterman! How old is this person?
I really can't tell. One other thing that I noticed is that this person refers to the readers as I think this is a typo. I think it's supposed to be Stormies. I'm looking at it right now as Stromies. So this person's like, I'm definitely going to have like a fan base.
Yeah. Well, how could you not?
I want to skip to part 10.
Okay.
There's a little next link at the bottom.
Oh, good.
And this one's got a lot of voices, so we're going to have to be trading voices.
Okay.
And good luck figuring out how we got here. This is Jiminy. This is Kingdom Heartsican Idol. Short intro music plays. Okay, so I'm with...
Axel, got it memorized?
Yes, I do. Okay, so how are you feeling?
I'm fired up.
Axel goes into the auditions.
Hi, judges.
This is Braig. Yo.
This is Edmus. Okay, so you're Axel from the world that never was. Yes, as a double agent.
Larkscene. Okay, and what are you gonna sing?
Highway to Hell by AC/DTD.
That's pretty good. Okay, go. You don't have to sing Highway to Hell.
Okay, fine.
I'm gonna have to stop you there. Your pitch was all over the place. Agree. Sorry, but you don't cut it. Axel leaves. Okay, so in there right now is Kairi from Destiny Islands. Let's see.
Kairi sings super bass. Like a lot of it.
Yeah.
And then Zenmus says, "You do realize you repeated the same Kraus 5 times. I'm sorry, Kyrie."
Yeah, that's supposed to be chorus in case that didn't come across. Kyrie leaves. Commercial. Okay, the next person in the auditions right now is Pete from Disneytown. He's had a rough life. Let's see. Sees Pete's past flashback.
And Pete is singing a Flight of the Conchords song.
Oh, he is. I don't remember how this one goes.
I'm not crying.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
I'm not crying. It's just been raining on my face. Sorry, dog, but, face.
Says Zenmus.
So, go.
Yes.
And no ticket, right?
No.
Oh! Transmission cut. Production staff, third time this time. I told you not to change the freaking channel. I was gonna watch that. LA wails on the production staff. Once again, Gomensai Stormies.
Jesus Christ.
Technical difficulties and Baka production staff and whatnot. See ya in the next section, Stormies. Offstage. Seriously, I'm gonna hate the next section. Warm face.
Oh, it's still going.
Yeah, but we're not. That's plenty.
Part 11's the last part. Sad.
Oh, it's Kaon for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
What the? Wow. I mean, this this guy was really, really feeling himself.
Yeah, they're having a great time. I'll give them that.
I don't know how helpful it is.
It's not super helpful as a walkthrough. I don't remember the American Idol part, so
yeah, which is I'm confused because I had assumed that was like a segue into the Kingdom Hearts 2 rhythm game Atlantica, but no, it's just a segue into Atlantica. That entire chapter of the walkthrough was completely not part of the game.
There's also because of how fandom is destroying their websites, there's a bunch of just spots in the middle of the pages that say this user's page has been blank due to inactivity for 1 year or longer.
Yeah, I don't know what that was supposed to be originally.
No,
I do wanna read one more little bit of walkthrough because the way this guy writes is so of its time.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. Let's continue. Go back to Monstro Place. Hopefully he's gone this time. Now head to the next world on your left. What a place underwater. Donald uses his magic so that we can breath underwater? Okay, go. A merman, an octopus, and a turtle. Right. What? This is kind of awkward.
Oh, that's amazing.
This is the least helpful walkthrough I've ever seen.
You know, it's funny. I'm looking at the parts for finding the Dalmatian puppies, and it actually does tell you where to find all of them.
Okay. What is the walkthrough for fighting Sephiroth? Let's see. It literally says, we gotta fight Sephiroth now. After his defeat. Gee, thanks.
After his defeat, well, he just leaves if nothing happened. And for reward, some decent amount of EXP, I suppose. Right. Weird encounter with a one-winged angel tick. It's good. All right. What's
2012.
2012. Well, let's see.
I love that they have a name for their fans. Not gonna likey this one, Stormies.
It's cool to invent your own fans and invent their name. I like it.
Yeah, we'll learn more about the Stormies on the Legend Aqua fan and wiki.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm looking for something from Donald Duck to say.
Mm-hmm. Production staff, you like Kaon? Production staff sweats. You like Kaon? Production staff. Udusai! Heh. Anyways, let's continue. Production staff are stunned that they aren't being punished.
Let's see. I found...
Oh, they refer to the polyps from Little Mermaid as chibi ETs, which is pretty good. I'll give them that one.
That's pretty good. I found, anyways, Monstro, you gonna sneeze? Yep. I think Donald Duck could say that.
Okay, I see it. I love that they have a walkthrough for the cutscenes.
Mm-hmm.
Maleficent, grr, where are they? Oh no! Okay, I've got it.
Okay.
This is Wish Us Duck, the segment where we sound like Donald Duck successfully. This week, Donald Duck says...
That was good. Okay. All right.
But next time people hear it, it's going to be so good.
It's going to be great. I won't practice because I promised I wouldn't. But it'll just be better next time.
Oh, God. Yeah, that's it for now. Until Missing Link, or unless we think of something else we want to do with this podcast. We've got ideas.
We got ideas. I want to say thank you for inviting me to do this, because it's been a lot of fun. I'm glad we could do all this, and I got to learn so much stuff about Kingdom Hearts and find out how invested I would be, I guess, in what's happening in Kingdom Hearts.
It has been a great time. Thank you for joining me on this journey, or volunteering. I don't remember how it went down.
Yeah. I don't know. You know what? I think you posted about it on social media. I said, yeah, I would do that.
Okay. Very brave of you.
Yeah.
You said, how many episodes could that possibly be?
You know what? It could have been a lot more, to be honest. So I think we showed some restraint.
Nobody has ever said that about my podcasting before.
Well, I'm here, I guess.
That's true. Yeah. Thank you. Thank the listeners. Mm-hmm. Thank you all. I'm thanking all of you right now. I'm pointing at each of you one by one.
Thank you, Stormies. We appreciate you so much.
Thank you to our Stormies. Thank you to the Sounders, as we call them.
Oh, right. Yeah.
We are still on Blue Sky. It sounds about light. I did post a link to join the Discord server where you can look at chibi Dark Road characters or hang out and talk to us about whatever.
Yeah, we can, I guess, start posting these fanon links in the actual Discord, and you can take a look at them.
Sure, that's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
What a great point. It's amazing that I've never thought to do that once.
No, we're just keeping them to ourselves.
Well, whichever method you choose, that is where you will someday learn about whatever we decide to do next, whether it be Missing Link or something else that we decide to do before that.
Yeah, I mean,
for now,
I think I do want to play some Missing Link when it comes out, so maybe we can at least talk about that a little.
Yeah, I mean, I'll definitely be playing it.
Yeah.
And I will be putting in $1,000.
And I will put in $1.
Okay, I'll do $9.99 then.
Perfect.
I'm on Blue Sky at Posy Stress. You're on Blue Sky at Achilles-Heelys. And I'm so glad the timing of this episode is that I can shout out the extra credit that is out now.
Holy shit, what an episode.
What is it? It's Cries, Thighs, and Dejected Sighs. Is that the title?
That's it. And that tells you all you need to know, really.
It is one forum that I found on the one thread that I found on the Crying Lovers forum, and it has some of the best writing I had ever seen until I saw this walkthrough.
Yeah, it's one of those that's going to stick with me for a while. So,
good. You're welcome.
Yeah.
We're still on Noise Space. That hasn't changed. Why would it have? Where you can listen to other podcasts like Pod of Greed, Wow Cool Robot, Check Out This Guy, check out these podcasts. And until next time, it's Christopher Lloyd again.
Okay.
Keyblade. Something like that. Stay strong, Christopher Lloyd. Maybe we'll see you in Kingdom Hearts 4.
Oh, fingers crossed. I like Christopher Lloyd.
He's great.
Yeah.
What a somber ending to the episode. And until next time, Christopher Lloyd, don't die.
Don't die.
Riku went alone? But that's way too dangerous. I have to go after him now.
Do not be hasty, Mickey.
But Master Yen said he's all alone in a world we know nothing about.
Precisely. We have never faced something like this before. Which is why we must remain calm.
But